Good morning and welcome to Tuesday morning business brunch. My name's Ian Dart and I'm talking to Nick Hood of Cumbriashare this morning. See you in a minute.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win every way. You showed me how to spread my wings.
Good morning, my name's Ian Dart and this is Tuesday morning business brunch. And we're talking to Nick Hood of Cumbriashare. Just a few things just before we start. If you've got questions, leave them in the comments. We'll see them and we'll bring them up. Or if you just want to say hi, just say hi, and we'll give you some attention. Right, here we go. I'll bring on. This is Nick.
Hello, Ian. Good morning. How are we?
Good morning, Nick. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Very good indeed.
Good. Cumbriashare. And now you've been doing this for a few years now. And,
Yes.
And you're well, it's gone out of the park, hasn't it? Really, it's really good.
It has. It's great. Yeah, we're 3 and a bit years old. We are. Cumbriashare. We are part of GB Shared. GB Shared is the bigger picture. So we've got Cumbriashare. We've got sister platforms. We've got Lancashire, Yorkshire, Manchester, and now currently Merseyside as well, which has just gone live as well. Right. So yeah, there was talk about that, calling it Sharesyside, but the boss said no, it had to be Merseyside.
No. Oh.
I know, indeed.
Yeah, it's all under one umbrella, though, isn't it? GB Shared.
Well, GB Shared is the umbrella, and then each platform runs independently, all on its own underneath that umbrella. So yeah, we're looking after Cumbrian businesses. So that the basic policy is keeping it local, keeping it together, and then sharing is the simple explanation of what we do. Yeah.
And how did you get into Cumbriashare? How did it start?
Well, for me, I was very lucky. I went on a networking event. It was about 4 years ago now, and I met a lady called Lisa Edge. Now, Lisa is the boss of GB Shared. She had got Lancashire, and Manchester had just launched as well. And I had a chat with her, and she says, "Oh, I'm really struggling." And I says, "Why? What's the matter?" And she says, "I'm looking for someone to take over Cumbria." And I just says, "Well, stop looking. I'll do it for you." Basically, because I knew what she did, and she was doing a brilliant job in Lancashire, and she wanted to spread out and everything across the Northwest. So we had a few chats, and I took it over. Yeah, and we launched it back in January 2019. It was, yeah.
And you you're just continually adding people, aren't you? As it becomes more and more successful. It's getting better and better for those people who join up, really, isn't it?
Well, that's it. I mean, we do say without our members, we would be an empty platform. And that is purely who we're there for. So all the content that people will see, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but all the content on the site comes from the members. They are sharing, first of all, their business profile, so who they are and what they do. Then they can add their news, their special offers, their events, their jobs, training, their tenders, their funding, everything that they do that goes to making their business, they can post on the site as well. So that's what it's all about. So yeah, the idea of the site is we quite often compare it to a trade show and everything. Traditionally, the formula for a trade show is that exhibitors pay to attend. And they are the sellers. They are there to sell their products, their services at the trade show. The visitors of the trade show come in for free, and they are, in effect, the buyers. But what we were finding, and a lot of people who organise trade shows and everything, find out that there's a lot of people who sit in the middle. They come in for free with a pocket full of business cards and everything like that, and flyers, and they sell to the room, which the formula allows them to do that. So it's very difficult to stop.
Yeah.
It obviously upsets the exhibitors, the people who've paid there, to a point as well, but there's nothing really stopping these people doing it, and you can't blame them from there. But what we do is that anybody can join our site. So our sites are free to sign up, so anybody can register, and they are in effect the visitors to the trade show, so they can go in and see what the paid members are promoting. So the paid members are in effect the exhibitors. So we're kind of getting rid of that middle grey area. So if you want to promote yourself and explain what you do and who you do and what you do and everything, you pay for that right. And if you just want to have a look at what other people are doing and connect with them from there, you come in for free. So that's how it works.
And it's all centered around Cumbria. I'll just bring up the web page there. Keep that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a quick look at it, aren't we? Yeah.
And we'll jump over just a minute. Let's right. Over to you, Nick. That's
right.
So where are we starting? This is the front page, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the front page. So this is the home screen. This is so you can see everything there. And these are the main benefits that we offer. So this is the business profile. As I said before, you can post your news. Funding. We put the funding pots out there. For one of the main things that a lot of businesses struggle with is that they don't know that the funding is out there, and there is a lot of support for businesses. So we go and find it, and we point people in the right direction for it. So we have a funding page as well. Property goes on there as well. Jobs, vacancies, so all the jobs that can go on as well in there as well. We have training. So if your company does any training, they can do it. Networking events, the awards. The events pages are a very, very busy page as well, because now that we can do events and everything, get out and about to meet people, we can put them on. And another really big page is our tenders page.
That's right. And what was the biggest tender you've had?
The biggest tender win in our history. Now, unfortunately, it was a Lancashire member, not one of ours, but they won £1 million tender. It was a T-shirt printing company. And they put in for a tender and they won it. So basically the tenders, how it works is every week we upload our local tenders. We have a supplier who does that for us, and they're the bid writers. So again, the tenders are a bit like the funding. People don't necessarily know that they're out there, or they might know that they're, but they don't know what to do with them.
Because they're probably so busy, aren't they? They're probably so busy in their own business.
Yeah, but there's a knack to writing tenders. There's whole loads of little bits that you need to put in to make it be noticed. It's a bit like writing a CV. You have to write it in the language that the people reading it understand and what they're looking for. So we have a company that we use, Clarity Procurement, and they are the bid writers. So we upload the tenders every week. And then if one grabs your eye or you're interested, you can get in touch with Stuart, and he will basically talk you through the process. Not all tenders are right for businesses. Not all businesses are right for certain tenders. So if Stuart decides that, yes, we'll do this if you want to, he will write the bid for you. And do that.
Good.
So yeah,
good service, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's on the service as well. So that is the features of what people can do. Well, this is what you can put in each of that. So all these elements here, which it basically means it will increase your brand awareness, and it will increase your visibility across the county. That's what people are in here for. So that is what they are here. So
are you looking? I mean, are you looking for certain businesses? But when you say property, I'm assuming that's obviously good for estate agents.
Yes,
who come along and job listings. You're there for companies who are providing.
Well, any company who has a job. Well, what we'll do, we'll hop on. Here's the jobs page at the minute, so we'll hop on to here. Up at the top, so Cartmel Shepherds, one of our biggest sharers. Solicitors up in the North Lakes, they've got an admin assistant on there. An agency housekeepers, so St John's Staff Hire, recruitment agency. They've got there. So it's loads of opportunities. So you can either be a recruitment agency, which means you can put every job that you've got listed on here, or the individual businesses who've got the job vacancy themselves. So like Cartmel Shepherds, they've got this admin assistant.
I think we can give a shout out to Cartmel Shepherd there and all the marketing staff that you've got. Probably, I mean, there must be an army of them.
There's two. There's only Terry. She does a great job. She sends us everything. She's fab. Yeah. So we've got the jobs here. So the news pages as well. So the news update is the news and the events pages are the most up to date ones that we have. So we've got
Amal there.
Amal from MBD is putting things in. Again, here we go. Cartmel Shepherds. This is it. They're all on here for you as well. PDCA Consulting. Chris joined us just last week, so he's put a news item on there. Jane Sedgwick, travel counsellor, very busy lady at the minute about all the deadlines. So these are news items that are relevant to the actual business, but what they do, it's things that people want to hear about. So the news page is not necessarily, hi, this is my business, this is what I do. That's what the business listing is for, but the news update is current, up-to-date things that are going on. Yeah.
One of the things I like about Cartmel Shepherd's actual pieces is that they actually put the person on the photograph of the person on the actual news item, which gives them a bit of social shareability, really, doesn't it? I mean, you don't often know what people like estate agents, solicitors, accountants look like. They're almost like a behind the scenes person.
Exactly.
But Cartmels tend to push them out there, and it really works really well.
Yeah, well, they understand that there's a whole team there, and it gives them that little bit of identity. So yeah, some of the people I don't think are too happy with getting their photos on there, but yeah, it's like you said. It's so instead of being just a voice at the end of the phone line, what the
what they look like. Yeah, it's almost like being a celebrity, isn't it? You're actually out there and you're being shared, and
yes, exactly.
Really good. Right. Okay. That's the news. So it's great on the news sharing. I mean, I think everybody loves stories, don't they? That's the thing.
They do. And they say the stories, and it's one of these things. It's like it's just you just keep it ticking over, and then someone will say, "Oh, hang on, I remember reading that news item about so and so. Oh, I need to talk to a solicitor," and then it puts it all together. So it's just keeping your business at the front of the page and everything from there. That's the idea behind this. It's just keeping everything fresh. It's all up to date. So as you can see, these news have just been on this last week. So it's always keeping updated from there. Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to put one on there.
You do. You saved me a job.
Right. Yeah. So let's move on to where would you like to go next?
Right. Well, one of the things. So these are the core elements of the share membership. This is what you can do. So as we've said, without the members sharing content, we would be an empty site. So all the things that you see on these pages come from the members. So that's what it is now. Some things that we've changed, we've grown, and and a new thing that we've got. I'm just going to show you this. We've got our digital publications as well. Okay. These got introduced this year. Now, this week, we are putting together the July edition, and it's the Cumbria one, again, coming up this month. So the members who've been putting content on the site and things like that will go into this for free currently. So this is the last one of these that we can do. And we basically just pull the content off the site and bring it in there. So we rotate these every month, and we rotate them around. As I said, next month is the Cumbria one. So it is the GB shared one. So we're getting a Cumbria only. We've been doing a green magazine as well. Yeah. So all businesses who are linked to the environment and working together for sustainability, etc., can put.
Is that all that carbon zero as well?
Exactly. All of that goes in the green magazine. And then we have the Gen as well. Now, the Gen is our youth platform. For 16 to 24-year-olds. So all members of all the share sites get free access to posting content on the Gen as well. So 16 to 24-year-old relevant, it goes in the Gen as well. And that is a nationwide platform as well. So say again, sorry?
And that's providing like jobs and opportunities.
Exactly. It's jobs, opportunities. You can mentor people, put projects on there as well. And again, all the events. So 16 to 24-year-olds, some people think, oh, right, they're the youth. you sometimes call them the kids and things like that, but they're not. They're adults, and they're coming into this big world. They've gone through the education system, and then, oh, hang on, we're all out here. So it's a lot of companies, apprenticeships and things like that can be offered through the Gen as well.
Okay, right, okay. And well, all of this, do we go from, where would you like to go next?
Right, well, from the Digimag, there's two more things that I want to talk to people about this morning. And think it's actually coming up next week. We have started this year, we've launched a GB Confex. I think we can start sharing the screen now. So I think we've done all those bits on there.
Let's go.
There we go. Yeah, we have got something called GB Confex. We launched this year. Obviously, when the pandemic hit and everything, our sites were perfect for, because we are fully online, 100% online. And of course, all of a sudden, we couldn't see anyone, we couldn't do anything, we couldn't meet anybody at all. Now that we've come out of this, hopefully, completely, we've now realized that every now and again, people do need to meet up and things like that. So we've set up GB Confex, and they are a list of events that are all relevant to certain areas of business. We launched this in May with our health and wellbeing event. We held it at Blackburn Rover. So anybody in the health and wellbeing industry was there to promote themselves, etc., and things like that. So we did that one. On the 8th of July, we have the next one, which is construction and property. This is at I call it the Reebok, but it's Bolton White's hotel at the Reebok Stadium in Bolton on the 8th of July. It is basically anyone who is involved in construction and property, but also their supply chain, because this is what people are seeing. It's not just the building companies, the housing companies, etc., things like that, or the actual construction business, those business there. It's their supply chains as well. So all the people who will support that business go along as well. So this is it's a perfectly timed interview, this one, Ian. So thank you. It's a shout out for anybody in the construction and property industry and the supply chain to go along to that event, the 8th of July, and you can get the details of that are on the events pages of Cumbriashare as well. Also Lancashire and Manchester and Yorkshire as well. So details are all on there as well if you want to get in touch.
I mean, you're pulling businesses in from all those particular counties wide areas, aren't you? So so it's going to be, obviously it's going to be quite busy.
The Confex is that we have a host county. So the health and wellbeing was hosted by Lancashire. This one is a Manchester event in Bolton. And then at the end of the year, I will be getting one as well. So we'll be having a Cumbria event. So we haven't decided the exact details yet, but we've got a few ideas. So we'll be doing something at the end of the year, and that will be based in Cumbria. So we'll be bringing people up here for that as well.
Okay. And I think what the Lancashire one was obviously Lisa.
Yes.
The Manchester one was Nigel.
Nigel, yeah, he's running the one as well over in Manchester. Yes,
and you'll be running. You'll be back to running.
Yeah, we'll be putting it together. So yeah, it'll. We've got a few ideas. I nearly said what those ideas were.
No, it's okay. Keep us all in suspense. Keep us all in straight. And I think the final thing, you wanted to go with pricing, didn't you?
Yes, the pricing of the.
Do you want me to bring back the site? Do you want to show it?
Yes, we can jump back onto the site for this because this is what most people see. Obviously, there's a price to be a paid member. So here is the grid, and a bronze membership, which is perfectly adequate for most businesses, is just £149 a year. Now that is 40p a day. That's half a pint of milk on that. So for that bill, you can see it on there. You get your business listing. You get 10 jobs listings on there. So if you have 10 job vacancies throughout the year, you can post 10 on that. You get access to funding, the forums, the news items. You can post the tender listings. So you get access to the tenders page, which that is easily worth £149 on its own. You can put special offers. You get member introductions as well, because you get access to all the other members, and you get your social media coverage. Now, what we do, we say we share. Now, we share things two ways. We share it internally on the site. So as soon as a piece of content goes on the site, it's obviously visible straight away. So we share it from there. We then share it on our social media channels. So everything will go out on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, on the Cumbriashare channels, but also on the GB Shared channels. Now, that gives you the wider audience again. So yes, we're keeping it all local for promoting the business, but this is the way that companies can spread their wings a little bit. So it goes on the GB Shared channel. So that includes Lancashire, Manchester, Merseyside. I've got to get my tongue around that, and Yorkshire as well. So that is how you get out there as well. So we do that on the social media as well. So the pricing, $149 for a bronze. The gold, a lot of people go up there. Now you get 2 businesses for gold. You get more job listings, but you get these extra elements here. So you get, if you're a training company, if you host awards, if you run events or networking, you need to be on a gold. If you are an estate agent, you have a property listing, you have to go on platinum, which is $399 plus that. That is a year as well. So the amount of content that you get on for what the potential savings that you get, those numbers at the bottom, these were put around. We worked it out and put it out, the amount of content that you would normally put in or onto other channels, other accesses and things like that. That's how much you would be spending, or you could be spending, but we're getting it for that, the 149 as well. Yeah.
Okay. And what does it mean at the top there? When you say business listings, you've got obviously bronze and silver 1. Well, what do you get for 2? What is it? Is it you get 2?
Yes, some people run 2 businesses. What we do, if you are a gold or a platinum member, you can list those businesses independently of each other. So they will be on the site completely separately, and you get access to monitor and be the admin for those 2 businesses. You get a second listing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's fab. That's fabulous.
Yes.
I mean, it's. I mean, I've now been. I mean, I'm into my 2nd year, I think.
Yes.
And it's £149 well spent, I think.
Yeah, it certainly is what we like to do.
And also, when you say social, you're also getting the Digimag.
Yeah, well, there's the Digimag, and then there's the final thing to remember. What we do is, a lot of people come and they talk to us, say, right, okay, I'm based in Cumbria, but I deal with Lancashire, Yorkshire, Manchester, and the Northwest is my area. How can I connect to businesses on the other sites? And we do that by holding a member meetup every 2 weeks. We get together, and I always say it's a chance to meet the neighbours. So all the other sites members have access to that as well. So every 2nd Wednesday at 11 o'clock, we get together in a Zoom room and we have a chat. So you obviously came along last week, Ian.
I did it for the first one, didn't I?
Yeah, first one along, and you meet the neighbours. So everybody, we say, right, what have you got to bring to the table this couple of weeks and things like that. So you obviously talked about this, and you talked about all the access that you can get to the site and everything, and that's what you have a chat and you walk your way around, and that's what we do.
Yeah, Lisa's just come on and said,
I have. She's nagging me already. She's just sent me a message. I've got it here. Hang on.
She's not going to let you get away with it.
She's not. She's great, isn't she? Yeah.
It's all been good.
For those people who didn't see that message pop up, and the final thing that I'm going to mention, we track everything. A lot of people, everything is monitored. We have a monthly ROI, return on investment. So every element, every bit of content that you put on the site gets tracked. So we will show you how. So on a newsletter goes on, we'll say, right, how many people have viewed it, how many people have read it, etc. Things like that. If you put something like, say, you've got an event hosting, you get your views, new impressions. You also get the clicks on there. So we can tell you how many people have clicked to your site from there as well, so, which is key. Everybody wants to know, right, what's happened to my £159 this year.
That's right,
so we can tell them, we print it off, we meet up, we catch up and everything, and then you see it all there. Yeah,
so I mean, it's just the icing really, because it not only are you getting, you see all your articles posted for your company through Cumbriashare and that on social media, but you can actually see for those articles that you're producing and putting up on you can see the actual clicks through and get some idea of what people like, which is a good idea, because
Exactly.
then you can fine tune what you want to put up there and what people want to read.
It is. Well, you can do. It's a great one. We're doing that when we do the ROI, and you look at the news items. You can see some right. Okay, right. You've had 4,000 people have read that. 5,400. 500. Right. Okay. So let's have a look at the subject matter of this one.
Yeah.
People are probably not that interested. So you don't. I'm not saying don't do it, but it might be how it was written or something when it was posted. Everyone talks about time of day and things like that. That you can have a look at that, and it's just adding to your resources and finding all the information that you need about everything that you're sharing.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's all. I mean, it's great, isn't it? You're getting everything you want really from the site. And
yes, it does indeed.
It's great. Right. Well, thank you for coming on, Nick. It's been
no problem at all.
It's really great to see the type of things and really since I've started on the site, there's lots of features keep being added, which just giving you more and more value as you go along.
Yeah. Well, we do this. We listen to the members. We've got plenty more features coming as well. We've got a carbon dashboard to come, which is we are looking now at getting it so all of our members are going to have the ability of a certificate on their carbon footprint and their sustainability, because a lot of people, they might want to do more for the environment and carbon, but there's no way of actually showing how it's done. So what we are literally putting this together as we speak. We will have 100 question checklist. So you, Ian, as a member, will have access to these 100 questions. You go, right, tick, yes, I've done that. I do that. Oh, I don't do this one, but I want to know how to. So you'll click a link and one of our members will be able to help you with regards to that and things like that. And then you will get a certified number, a percentage at the end. So you could say you are 85% carbon neutral and things like that. So that's going to be the next step.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well,
no extra cost to your membership as well.
Oh, you're selling it.
It just doesn't stop, does it?
It just keeps getting better.
Yes, it does.
Better. Well, a big thank you. I mean,
thank you.
This is the first one that's done. It was a lot of guts to come on and do the first one because you
didn't give me a choice.
Did I not? Oh
no.
Because I mean, live anything can happen, and it usually does.
Exactly.
But as again, big thank you and good luck with Cumbriashare.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ian, and good luck with everything you're doing as well. Yeah.
You take care.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well, that was Nick Hood from Cumbriashare. Such a lot of information. I can't believe it. I'm still taking it all in. So next week, Tuesday Business Brunch next week is going to be with Tony Capper. We are going to be talking the secret sauce of sales, and it's probably going to get very messy. So take care of yourselves. See you next week. Thank you and goodbye.